Have you ever put together a massive sale on your Shopify store and been devastated that it didn't go as well as you'd hoped? It's not your fault. Nobody showed you how to put together a sale that not only gets more customers, but makes you more money. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact process I use from start to finish to put together a sale that will 2x, 3x, or even 5x your weekly sales. Put money in your bank and do it all on autopilot. I've used this exact process to turn a normal $10,000 week into a $50,000 week, and I'm laying out the exact plan for you in this video from start to finish. If you don't know who I am, my name is Steve Merrill. I've sold over $60 million online and spent $5 million of my own money on ads. So let's dive into it. So the first thing you need to understand about running a sale is it should be a strategy and not a cash grab, not a lifeline, it's not a savior, and it's not a silver bullet, because a successful sale is planned in advance and at a specific time with a goal to achieve multiple different business objectives. The result of running a successful sale is increased customer engagement and an improved balance sheet. So you have more money in the bank, you have product in your inventory that you want, that you can actually sell, and your business is worth more after the sale than it was before. Now, every single sale that you run should follow the 4 rules of running a sale. I made a previous video about that, and after this video, you probably want to go back and watch this because I explain these in a lot more detail. But I'm going to highlight the 4 rules of running a sale in the start of this video so you have a good idea and it lays a good foundation for the next steps when we talk about what you're actually going to do when you run a sale on your Shopify store. So rule number 1 is you never put everything on sale. You don't want to do a blanket sale on everything in your store. It sounds really tempting and it's the easiest thing to do, but it causes problems because you lose profit on the stuff that you know is going to sell no matter what. So you don't want to discount those items. What you want to do is find all the stuff that you have sitting in your inventory that's probably been there too long, or you have way too much of, you have overstock of, and we're going to target those things with your discount. And that leads to rule number 2. You don't want to run a sale for the wrong reasons. Now, what are the right reasons and wrong reasons to run a sale? You probably didn't even know there was a right or wrong reason to run a sale. So it happens all the time. You're short on cash, and you know that you can bump your sales just by running some kind of a big discount. And that's the exact opposite reason why you want to run a sale. To run a sale as a strategy, it has to be planned in advance. And a sale is a leverage tool to be able to clear out products strategically that you've been holding for too long. And we want to turn those specific products into cash. And that brings us to rule number 3. You want to limit your sales to 3 times per year. And this is a blanket strategy, hard stop. And that includes Black Friday. So what your typical sales strategy looks like when you do sales 3 times a year is you run them according to the seasons. You'll have a sale at the end of the summer season as your summer clearance event. You'll have Black Friday, and then in January/February, you'll have an end of winter clearance event. Those are the 3 sales that I've used to be able to drive more profit to my business, clear out excess inventory, make room in my bank account for more new inventory, and do the cycle all over again. And the most important rule of the 4 is the sales success formula. This is your percentage discount times the size of your audience times the days since your last sale. A larger percentage discount, it's going to entice more people to want to buy. A lot of people will buy something that has a huge discount on it just because it's a good deal compared to when it's full price. Then the size of your audience. This is all the people that are on your email list, your social media followers, your text subscribers, all the people that you know you can reach without having to spend a dime on ads. So these people are all of the people that you've built as an audience up to this point. And then number 3, the number of days that it's been since the last time you ran a big sale. And I see this happen all the time. Brands will run a sale every 2-3 months, and then customers get conditioned that they can wait to buy until they run a sale. So you go as long as possible between the times that you run a sale, which then converts the most people possible, but also doesn't let people delay to buy when you just run a sale. Now let's get into the actual details of what it looks like to run this on your Shopify store. So part number 1 here, how long should you run your sale for? See, I've run sales for as little as a day. I've run sales for 3 days. I've run sales for a week. I've run sales for a month. And after all of the data, what I found is that the largest number of purchases in your sale starts in the first 3 days. And this is an actual screenshot from my Shopify store. So you launch the sale day 1 and boom, your sales spike. Day 2, it's probably about 50% of what it was day 1, and then it starts to linger off. Now, if you run a sale for about 7-8 days, this is what you can expect your sale graph to look like, meaning that as the sale goes on, all of the initial people have already came and bought, and then you drive some scarcity and urgency. The sale is about to be over, and more people who have been delaying are actually going to come back and buy. Now, this graph is exactly what your timeline will look like when you run a sale, if you do it right. What I've also found is the longer the timeline that you run the sale for, it tends to normalize the impact of the sale and it just wears off. At this point, you're giving discounts to people who would buy naturally without having a sale, but they just purchase because they're already in that purchase process. And this is what I call the sale giveaway period. You're giving away money in the form of a discount to people who are already going to come and buy from you anyways. So the rule is you want to try to avoid that sale giveaway period. A big sale you hold like this, 7 to 10 days, is about the magic number. Sales strategy, a final point about sales strategy before we get into the actual tactics of running your sale. A segment or a portion of your audience is always on the fence about buying from you, and a sale is going to convince those customers to buy now instead of tomorrow. And the result is it's going to increase your sales now, but after you stop running the sale, you're going to see your revenue decrease a little bit. And this is normal and expected. You're simply pulling forward the revenue that you would have had in a later period till now. So when that happens, don't be surprised. It's a part of running a sale and executing a sales strategy successfully on your store. So piece number 1, you got to name your event because it sets it apart from all the other things that we're doing. Naming conventions are a way for you to create a unique marketing tool that you can use across all your marketing efforts that tie things together to the sale that you're running. Some of the things that I've used are VIP sale, clearance sale, holiday sale, winter clearance event, Black Friday sale, summer blowout sale, customer appreciation sale. So as we get into it, you'll see we're going to be using ads, emails, text messages, website assets. All of these things just need to be consistent. So what are some of the tools and apps that you're actually going to need to be able to execute on this? So there's a few essential pieces that you'll need to actually run your sale. Number 1, obviously you're going to need a Shopify store. So you're going to have a place that people go to actually check out. That I'm going to assume that if you're watching this video that you have that already in place. Number 2, you need an email sending software. So a platform like Klaviyo that allows you to send out those emails. Shopify has a decent one. I wouldn't recommend it over Klaviyo. So if you're looking for a platform, Klaviyo is probably the best. But again, if you're watching this video, it's likely that you already have an email sending platform in place. Number 3 is an SMS sending software. So we're going to send out SMS messages to our list, to our audience, to get them to come and buy from us. So you need a tool that does that. Klaviyo does that as well. There's a number of platforms out there that directly integrate with Shopify. Just pick one. If you already have one, great, check it off the list here. Number 4 is a slide cart or a slide cart app. A lot of themes on Shopify already have this integrated within their theme. So if you have that, great. If you don't, go out into the Shopify App Store, find one that works well. There's one I know that I've used. It's just called the Slide Cart app. They were very inventive on the way that they named that, and it works well. Number 5, you're going to need a theme that has a top banner capability on your collections. So most themes these days do have this functionality, but what I mean by that, on a collection page that lists all your products at the very top, we're going to use a banner to show that we're running a sale in this collection. So it's important that your theme has that capability. Number 6, a bulk product editor app. And this is where some of the magic comes in that allows you to be able to run your sale without doing all of the dirty work while it's going. As I started running sales on my Shopify store years ago, I found that the more effort I put into the sale, the better the sale went. So we started working hard as a team, and we had this massive plan, and we would plan for 30 to 60 days in advance to execute on it. And we'd have a team of 4 or 5 people putting things in place and doing things every single day while the sale was running to make it happen. As we got more and more in depth with it, I started questioning and saying, is all this worth it? We're putting in so much work and we're making more money for sure, but our team was being distracted from all the other things they could be doing and just focusing on running the sale. So I started focusing on how we can create more leverage within this process that would remove some of the things that we need to do. I literally remember times I was up at midnight just changing prices on the website, updating banners, running ads, and there's a way for you to be able to create and schedule these things in advance so you don't have to worry about being awake all night in order to make it happen. And then the last one here is a Facebook ads account. So we're going to be running some really low budget ads to our audience to get those people to engage that allows us to get more traction with the sale. With these tools, one of the things that you don't want to do is make it complex. I've found that the more complex I made a sale, when I first started out running sales, I was like, okay, let's do more. How do we make it more enticing? How do we get more people to want to engage? And we started doing things like tiered discounts. So you spend $100, you get 10%. You spend $150, you get 20%. You spend $200, you get 25%, and so on. It just made it confusing to people. We started just running a sale saying, you know what? Everything in this collection, our sale collection, whatever we called it, we're just doing 40% off. We're just doing 30% off, or whatever the number is. Just make it simple for customers. So you want to be simple, but also aggressive with a percentage discount on specific items. And then that leads us to coupon codes. So I know coupon codes are a really big favorite for people. I know that I've heard a lot of conflicting things out there about how people love to get a coupon code and then go add items to their cart and then put in that discount code and psychologically see that discount happen as they put in the discount code. What I've found is that when you use a discount code, people lose it. They forget what it is. They have to go back, and it just creates friction on the entire buying process. So instead of using a coupon code, we started using just simple discounts across the board, products that are already discounted that show that discount on the product itself, so they get that same effect without that friction. So I would encourage you to not use a discount code and just mark down the products before they even get to the cart. All right, and so here's a pro tip for you. One of the things that I found happens a lot when you run a sale. So let's say you are using a coupon code or you're not running a coupon code. No matter which camp you're in, when people come to buy from you on your sale, they'll have coupon codes that they already had. Maybe you have an email that goes out with like a 15% off welcome discount, or they had some other discount previously that you've given. What typically happens is people go to the website, they start shopping, they add all these discounted products to their cart. If you're selling at like 40 or 50% off, you don't want people to get more of a discount on top of those. But we had people that were using those previous discounts they were given on top of these already discounted products. So how do you prevent that from happening? And here's the strategy I use. So number one, you can go into Shopify Flow. It's a core part of Shopify now. And then you're going to tag all full price items with just the tag full price, all one word. Number two, you're going to create a collection on Shopify, a dynamic collection that only includes all of those items that are full price. So items that have that full price tag. And then number three, you're going to go back to your welcome discounts and your discounts that you offer customers on a regular basis for signing up for your email or your text list. And you're only going to allow people to use the discount in that full price collection. Now this will automatically update. So you can set up Shopify Flow so it automatically updates the tags on the products or removes them if they are full price. They will be automatically added to and removed from that full price collection. So when you go to discount items, they can't get that discount on the items that already have a discount assigned to them. Okay, next step here. You're going to create a sale collection. Now, what's in the sale collection? I highlight this in one of the previous videos. I mentioned it a little bit at the beginning of this video. Your sale collection should be all the stuff that you have in inventory, which is what I call stagnant inventory. And I define this as products that you have in your inventory that have had 0 sales in the last 120 days. So that became the target group of the products that we would put into our sale collection. I would then take those products, and if I'm calling my sale a VIP sale, then I would just tag those products as VIP sale. And I would go through my product inventory in it. This is the part that probably takes more time than anything. I would identify those products that I would want to include as a clearance or a closeout, and then I would tag them as VIP sale. Next thing you're going to do is create that collection, a dynamic collection in Shopify that is pulling in products that have that specific tag. So now you have that collection created. Next, we're going to schedule the discount. So you're going to use this bulk editor app to adjust the prices on your sale products the minute the sale starts. And then you're going to use that same app to undo those same price changes when the sale ends. So you're not staying up till midnight on the day the sale launches or at the end of the sale. Again, use some leverage here so you're not having to do all the work in real time. Now, next is discount pricing, and this is a huge psychological piece of running a sale. People want to be able to see the discount price. So there's some magic behind this. If you go into any retail store, when you walk into the store and you see a price tag on something, and then it has a mark through it, and then it has another price on top of it. As that product is discounted, you can see, oh, this thing was usually $80 and now it's only only $20, that seems like a really good deal. So we're doing the same thing on our Shopify store. When we have the normal price, next to it, we have in red the price that it is now as the discounted price. So you want your Shopify theme to be able to do this as you mark down products automatically. So when an item's on sale, it automatically uses this strike through price with the now discounted price next to it. And again, I would encourage you to be very aggressive about your discounts. The goal is we want to clear out inventory and turn it into cash that you can then use to put back into your business to buy more inventory or take home as profit. Like I said, I recommend a price discount of at least 40% to see the best results. You can go back up to the sales success equation in the first part of this video to review that a little bit, or jump into my other video I created on my channel that talks a lot more about the 4 rules of running a sale if you need more information there. And then here's another pro tip for you. So you're gonna adjust all the pricing on your discount items so the item ends in 97 cents. And if you offer returns or exchanges on your store, consider updating your return policy to exclude these items that are ending in 97 cents as available for return. The goal here is we want to clear out this inventory and we want to say goodbye to it for once and for all. So when somebody buys it, the last thing that we want to do at that discounted price is to have them submit a return. We have to take it back into inventory, and now we're out more money because we had to run the sale. We did all this time to put the effort into running the sale, and then they just return it. That's a huge expense to a business. So completely eliminate that by just saying anything that ends in this 97 cents, it's not available for returns and exchanges. This ensures that your sale items that you get rid of, they're gone for the last time. Okay, let's talk about actually launching your sale. So you're gonna launch your sale with an exclusive access group to your email and SMS database. This is your VIP early access group. VIP early access in marketing, perception is reality. So what you tell people is the truth. So if we're launching a VIP sale and the VIP early access group is all the people that just opted into our email and SMS list, this is our gift to them and we're rewarding them for signing up for our list. So we start on Monday and we're gonna say we're running a 7-day sale here. So starting on Monday through Thursday, the sale goes live, but it's only marketed to the people that are in your lists. At this point, we're not gonna make any big changes to the presentation of our website. So we're not gonna change the homepage. We're not gonna link that VIP sale collection in our navigation. And we're not going to publish very widely information about the sale. We want to make it be perceived as an exclusive event that's invite only to the people that we ask to come buy from us. The additional changes take place during phase 2, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So the sale is also a great tool to use to reactivate people in your email list that have lapsed. So if they haven't engaged in any of your email content in the last 3 to 4 months, start sending to those other groups of people that are disengaged in your email list. It's a great opportunity to try to pull those people back into your ecosystem and buy. All right. So the marketing schedule, and this is the nuts and bolts of how you actually execute on your sale. 7-day sale here. We're running from Monday through Sunday. So Monday morning, this is when the sale is going to actually start. We're going to send an email at 6 a.m. Monday morning announcing the VIP early access to the event. And this is going to the entire list, not just the people that have engaged with us recently, but everybody else. Then at 11 a.m. on the same day, we're going to send an SMS with a very similar message. Again, in both of these, you're going to want to make sure you include a link directly to that VIP sale collection because it's not widely available. Make sure you have that link to your sale collection directly in the email and the SMS. Now, your email content, what does it look like? Simple, huge announcement, big numbers, 40% off or whatever your discount is, examples of the products that are marked down, and prices, and be very aggressive about those. Pick the ones that are typically going to be high impact. People are going to click on them at a higher rate. They're products people want. You just have too much and you need to get rid of them. The other thing that we do on Monday morning, that banner at the top of your collection. So you're going to add a VIP sale banner at the top of the collection. The important thing here is that it very clearly says, hey, this is the VIP sale. One additional piece you want to put in that banner is priced as marked. So no discount codes, no additional discounts, just priced as marked. That way people know when they see the prices, this is what the sale is. Then on Tuesday, this is the easy part. We're just going to send another email to our engaged list. Now, not everybody, we don't want to keep hitting all the people that are unengaged over and over again. So we're going to send an email to the engaged list, people that have opened or clicked an email in the last 120 days. Again, reminding them about the VIP sale and the early access part that only goes through Thursday. Feature more items, mix it up in this email so you're not just sending out the same email you did on Monday, featuring items from the sale. Wednesday, last day of the VIP sale. So this day, again, send another email, similar messages, shop now before the sale goes public. I've found this part of it, if you do it right, creates more urgency because people have this thought process that if everybody knows about it now, it's going to sell through a lot faster, and there might be some stuff that I want that's gone once it goes public. So reinforce that messaging of scarcity and urgency that gets people to want to come back and buy. Now on Thursday, this is the day that the sale goes live to the public. The biggest changes that we make here is that number one, we continue marketing to our email and our text list, but now we do a few more things that does make it more public. Thursday is the day we start updating our website. So the homepage banner, we're going to add a link directly at the top of the website. At the very top, you have what's usually called an announcement bar at the top of your website. You're going to add a link directly to your VIP sale in that banner. Number two, your homepage is updated. So the main hero image is going to be all about your sale. Your slide cart, that's where you put an additional banner in your slide cart that links directly to the VIP sale. So literally everybody that visits your homepage, visits any page on your website, and is shopping anywhere else on your site sees the sale. And you're going to get crazy engagement on these pieces. Make sure you implement these. You're going to get a ton of traction just by people that are normally coming back to your website to shop. Again, another pro tip here, schedule these things in advance. So you can set up a new theme on Shopify. So duplicate your current theme, make changes to the duplicate, and then schedule that duplicate theme to publish once the sale goes live. That way you're not staying up and doing it all manually. In your slide cart app, add a link to the sale collection and use that as an announcement tool. Add a banner at the top of your screen with an announcement to your theme settings. Add a one-time pop-up to your website. So you've probably seen these. They're usually used for email collection. During the time of the sale, you're going to adjust this a little bit just so it's a pop-up on the screen for everybody that visits your site for the first time that you're having a massive sale. And you're going to have a link that says, nope, no thanks, and another one that says, take me to the sale. That way you're getting a ton of traction on the sale from everybody else that's visiting your website as well. Add a hero image to your homepage that it showcases the sale. And this is also where we're gonna start running some Facebook ads. So we're gonna launch some Facebook ad assets in separate campaigns from your normal ads. So if you're already running Facebook ads, about 3 or 4 days before these ads start, you're gonna create these ads focusing on the products in the sale collection. So these all have to be done beforehand. And it can be really, really simple. You can just run an ad plus campaign and then add a carousel ad that focuses on the products in that VIP sale collection and make sure you add really enticing language about huge sale, 40% off, hundreds of items, that gets a ton of engagement. And you're going to want to schedule these in advance. So you can go into Ads Manager, create the ads 2 or 3 days beforehand, and then schedule them to start and finish on the days that the sale starts and finishes. And then you actually publish them before the sale starts. That way they're already in place. They go through Facebook's review process. And once that time starts, boom, it kicks in. Once it ends, they're done. And then you're going to post 2 to 3 times a day on social media about the sale. People need to be reminded more than they need to be taught. And if you do the math on it, don't worry about posting too much. The reason is, let's say I have 100,000 followers on my Instagram account. A typical post might get somewhere around 10, maybe 15,000 views. So if you do the math on that, I would have to post about 6 times in order for everybody in my following to see something. If I'm just posting 2 to 3 times a day, the likelihood that it's going to annoy people or going to go overboard, it's pretty low. So be aggressive and post 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, so now it's Friday. Our sale is already live to the public. It's already got VIP engagement. We're just gonna send another email on Friday to the engaged list to remind them about the sale. Hey, it's ending soon. Include include different images, different items from the previous emails, and again, showing markdown prices. Saturday, again, another email, and this one's going to feature again more items from the sale. It's going to say, hey, this weekend only, sale ends tomorrow. We're going to use some urgency on this because that's the time that we need to get people to engage. Sunday, this is the final day of the sale. If you remember that graph that I showed you, this is where sales tend to pop a little bit because we have that scarcity mindset in it. So that's day 8 here. Sales come back up because as the last day of the sale approaches, we can use a lot of that verbiage of scarcity to remind people, hey, it's gone tomorrow. So if you don't buy now, say goodbye to this discount. So you're going to send an email and a text on Sunday that reminds people, hey, the sale is ending. So that's the sale process. I've used this exact process step by step to just crush sales. It's something that took me about 12 years to figure out, started all the wrong way, figured those pieces out, and here I've laid it out for you as easy as possible. If you need some help running a sale on your Shopify store, you can see the link in the description, and me and my team can get our hands dirty for you to crush this sale process for you. We'll see you next time.